Is it the demons in the game you trying to keep me from? I see my peers on. There's something I'm doing wrong. It ain't no way you trying to say that I don't belong.
I'm looking forward to talking to Lisah today, because
Lisah Monah,
like, if anybody ever made you feel like you wasn't accomplishing enough in life, like, she makes me feel like I don't be accomplishing enough in life.
Tears rolling from my eyes, but I don't make a sound. Does anybody even care about my broken crown? Fail after fail, ever since I was a kid. Couldn't nobody tell me that I wouldn't make it big. But here I am, years later.
You think that stuff be really true?
What?
About the what's his name? Sometimes I think mentally he'd be challenged. What's his name? Cat Williams.
Cat Williams? Oh, what happened with Cat?
Like he was saying now, Cedric the Entertainer stole one of his jokes. Someone else stole one of his jokes before too.
I'm not sure.
Harvey?
I saw the rebuttal.
Yeah, I did too.
From Cedric the Entertainer. He's like,
he was very respectful.
Very respectful, very cordial, very that's my joke.
Yeah, so, and he broke it down and he said, that's it. You won't hear from me again about it.
Word.
Where did Cat Williams come off doing that though?
I don't know. I think it's funny though when Cat be doing this stuff and he always does it like, and I don't know what to tell you. It's just where that it is. And like, he speaks so matter of factly, like, you know what I'm saying? What he's saying is it's gotta be true.
Yeah.
I'm not the one who said it.
But I always notice though that us as black community, as black people, we like to tear each other down.
Oh, I mean, it is something that happens a little too often. But I feel like we have to be careful when we say stuff like that also. You know what I'm saying? Because it is a lot of it that doesn't happen that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it does happen that people tear each other down, but it's not in the forefront. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
But it does happen a little bit. It's annoying.
Yeah,
I would say it's annoying. It's annoying. It seems like nobody can be successful without people trying to come after them.
Yeah, but I see it a lot in our community, though. And
yeah.
To me, like in hip hop and just in R&B, like, well, I remember when R. Kelly and what's his name, Trey Songz, all of them were beefing with Cisco. I'm like, where does this come from? It's enough for everybody, dude. Why we just can't love each other?
Not only that, but I don't know, man. Have we always been wired that way?
I
would hope not. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of cheering for each other too. We have a lot of cheering for each other in our community. So I'm wondering who gets off on the beef.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because nobody would cook up beef if didn't nobody like eating it. But you know what I'm saying? They're always cooking up some kind of beef. And I'm really trying to figure out, is that really what, and not just the hip hop community, just as human beings, is that really how we operate? Do we really operate on negativity? And I feel like people always say that we do. And maybe I want to be naive for not wanting to believe that all the time. But I'm like, I like positive things too. Like, you know, a positive story will catch my attention just as much as a negative one would. You know what I'm saying? Right. But it feels like as a society, we think that we have to operate out of negativity to either get views or, you know, to have attention paid to you or whatever the above.
Mm-hmm.
The same way with people who love complaining and only speaking about their problems. You know what I'm saying? Right. There's an audience for that.
Mm-hmm.
I like if we talk to each other and every time I call Cheese, hey Cheese, what's up? How you doing? Man, here we go again. And like every time I talk to you, it was like something negative or something bad.
Yeah.
You would notice that I would slowly stop talking to you. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to hear that.
Yeah,
But how often do you find though that people entertain that because they like to hear that?
Right.
And then kind of spitballing it. Why do you think that they like to entertain that? Do you think they like to hear about somebody's life being worse than theirs? Do you think that they truly be like, I want to hear your problem that I can help you? Why would, if you had a friend that did that, why would you give them audience for their problems continuously?
Right.
Now I'm asking you, if you had, if one of your homies, if I every time I called you, I'll be like, "Cheese, man, here we go again, man. I broke my leg yesterday, and you know what I'm saying, and I scraped my elbow, and then somebody stole my milk, and you know what I'm saying, like."
Well, within that case, I want to encourage you. You know what I mean? Because that's what friends do. But if you're always putting me down or belittling me or just not being a friend or a person that, you know what I'm saying, I would let you go. Because I've had a lot of people go that I've been friends for years. And it hurts. And I think about them constantly, you know, but sometimes I can't. It's too much. You know what I mean?
Now, more than put you down, what if I'm always putting me down? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you said you want to encourage. How long would you give? You know what I'm saying? Like, would you always try to encourage? Or would you finally be like, hey, look, bro, you need to get your shit together or stop calling me? Because every time you call me, you on some BS.
I would never tell. I won't tell you to stop calling me. Never.
Word.
Because that'd be the time that you need me. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So what I would do is encourage you and say, hey, what can I do to help you, brother?
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think sometimes us as friends, and I'm preaching to myself too. Like, do I ever call you and say, hey, Quay, what's really going on in your life? Like, let's no joking. Word. What's happening mentally and physically in your life? Word. That I can better help you, and you know what I'm saying, vice versa.
Yeah.
I don't think we do that, especially as men. We always, hey, what's up? That's it. You're good. I'm good. I'm gonna handle it here. Sometimes I think we need to dissect our relationships and see what's really going on us on the end, because sometimes we need it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Good luck trying to get something out of me, because if you call me like, hey, Quay, you was like, look, Quay, I was thinking the other day, and I want to make sure that everything was okay. Though I'd be like, nigga, are you okay? probably hang up on you. But that's my own hang up. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I'm wired. But I think it's you got to find a balance, and I understand trying to find a balance. Because when people say that, you know, men should be more emotional and intact with their, you know, feminine side and be able to have those difficult conversations, I agree with that. I do agree that is a thing that is important. But I do also feel and respect the differences between men and women and how we govern ourselves. Right. I don't think it would be productive for me to always be emotionally attached to everything that happens. It would drive me crazy. I like looking at things from a logistical standpoint and be like, okay, it's A and B, and either if it's not A and B, then that's it. And, you know, if that's over there, that's broken. Let me go over there and fix it. Like,
every time you do that robot now, I'm not thinking about the sex robot.
No. No.
You should have never did that finish. No, I'm sorry.
I can't help it. Yeah, so I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Man, we are late getting this thing started. We got one viewer in here. Did we make enemies?
I'm probably so. Who cares? Let's keep it going.
I don't know. Oh man, do we even drop the intro? We gotta wait for Aunt Chrissy before we play the intro. What if she never comes? She comes like at 7:00 at night. I guess we gotta play it 7:00 at night.
I think we should just phone and put it in, and let's get it cracking.
I guess.
Ooh. Hey,
Party people. Cheesy. Unique. Yo. What's up? Yo, it's Unique and Cheese. Here we go. It's Unique and Cheese. Let's start the show. It's Unique and Cheese. Here we go. It's Unique and Cheese. Let's start the show.
That was cool, right?
What's cool? What up, Hammy Hams? Hams is in the building. What's up, Hams?
I like ham hock. So hold me, ham hock.
Ham hock? Oh, I got a ham hock. I had some other stuff that I wanted to talk about. But one of the things I kind of thought about this morning, I want to get your opinion. What is that? A Pokemon catcher?
No, it is my robot.
DJ Hams, I won't have that that information yet for a little while. So I want to talk about the death penalty. Mm-hmm. Now, are you for the death penalty, against the death penalty? Are there like stipulations where it's okay to do the death penalty or it should never be okay? I kind of want to get your opinion on what you think about the death penalty.
Well, I don't know too much of the information, which I probably should know. I don't know what California, I don't think we do it, right?
There's a possibility that we don't. I don't know.
Yeah, so that's why I don't know how to really dissect it. But
now the question is if you support it or not.
Okay, well, the question is that I guess I would not support it because a lot of my people who look like me end up being in that situation in their life and they be executed and then find out a lot of them be innocent. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? With the new science that we have, you know, that it proves that they were innocent, but they're already gone. So in that sense, I don't agree on it because to me, who are us to take a life anyway? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's a fine line. It depends on the situation and how much evidence that's in detail within it. Uh-huh. So I want to say I don't have an answer for it at this moment.
Okay. All right. Think about this. Let's say that all the evidence is in, even the person who committed the crime has already spoken up and said that they did it. I mean, like there's no disputing whether this person did it or not. Okay, so we were watching a video yesterday of people trying to act crazy so that they can get off of whatever charges they had, you know, for being, you know, mentally challenged or whatever. Right. So one of the people was the young man that did the Parkland shooting that was in Florida a couple years ago that murdered all those students and teachers and stuff. Like 17 people died all in one day because this guy was butthurt about not having friends, basically. Right. So does somebody like that, like, do they get retribution? I know we're not God. Right. I understand that. But does this person get retribution and a chance to have a better life and all these? And do people forgive them and all this stuff? They murdered 17 people in cold blood. And no matter what they do to try to better themselves, you can never bring any of those 17 people back.
Absolutely.
So I don't see the point in having you stick around when you are really operating on such a low vibration. I mean, devilish type of vibration. Why do they need space on an earth that we want to be so nice? Same thing. This 14-year-old girl was stabbed to death by this 23-year-old in North Dakota this week. What is the purpose of having this guy stick around on Earth? He obviously is not tapped into what we're trying to accomplish as humans. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I try to be an empathetic person. Good morning, Erica. How you doing, Erica? I try to be an empathetic person. I try to be a sympathetic person. I really try to do all that. But from the outside looking in on these lot of situations, if I just see you as being devilish, what is your purpose? What is your point of being here? How do we progress as humans while you're still hanging out? Even if you're in prison, why are we funding this person's life when they obviously don't want to be here or trying to work with whatever program we try to keep going? So in a sense, I'm for the death penalty. Mm-hmm. I say that cautiously, but I don't know, man. I just feel like some people don't want to be here. So help them make their exit. Same thing with the dude last week we talked about that killed all those employees at his job and set his house on fire and all this extra stuff, man. I just can't get into the mind frame of these people that's off their rocker a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody goes through stuff. I guess some people handle it better than other people do. And I really feel like as a society, I feel like we keep going over this over and over and over again. As a society, we need a reset so bad on how we handle things.
Right.
And I really think that, it's easy to put it on the parents because we're the one that raised the children. But after we invented all this school systems and all this stuff like that, too, we give it a lot of responsibility to other people outside of our home. So if that's going to be their responsibility, then let's teach them how to teach these young people how to handle things emotionally, how to handle things mentally. Erica says it's a huge societal issue, mental health issue. Yeah, it really is, because no one is taught how to handle these situations. I mean, we can't be controlled by our emotions all the time. I think it's wonderful to feel things, but when the thing that makes you feel drives you over the edge and you logically can't make sense of a situation because you're so in the red of what you feel. That's the same thing last week when we saw the dude get out of his car and shoot at the lady that cut him off on the road. Bro, you are unstable. If that's made you so mad that you got out of your car and risked killing everybody in that car just because they cut you off, you got issues, bro. And the third's in the building. What's up, and the third?
Yeah, that's why you be careful. You don't ever know who you coming in contact with, because I think that I don't know if it's the same one. The lady point the bad finger at him, and that's where he lost it, because he's like, "You cut me off." Is that where he killed? Did a young child die? Or?
No, nobody died. The mom was recovering. She got shot. But I mean, could have. I mean, there was a situation not too long ago. 6-year-old was killed in a car.
Okay, that's the one I was talking about.
Yeah. Different scenario, but same thing. It's like
same thing. It's not.
I don't care if they spit on your car. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, so what?
Yeah, you give it. I heard people say, "Don't give other people your power." Right?
Yeah.
Dude, it's a pain body. They going through their situation. It has nothing to do with you, right? How certain people treat you. Sometimes we take it personal. And when I'm preaching to myself. Like, I take it a lot of times personal. If somebody cut me off or somebody's just being mean to me at a restaurant or something, like, it has nothing to do with me. It has all to do with themselves.
100%.
And when we can think like that, I think this world could be a better place, and we can understand the science of everything,
Yes. Yes, Erica. Erica's talking about the 6-year-old boy that was shot by the neighbor, and then
that's terrible.
How he had bond and all that real quick. I'm glad that everybody worked. It was like, nah, man, shut that dude down.
No.
But yeah, another unfortunate situation.
Yeah.
Why in the world is you mentally you're shooting at this? He's 6 years old.
So, and he was just playing outside. He wasn't even bothering anyone. Like, where does it? That's have to be a mental situation.
Yes.
And not to give him an excuse, he's an idiot. Also,
word.
Like, come on, man, that's a child. How do you hurt a child? Because you're mentally unstable. And a third says violence begets violence. Yeah, it sure does. But in that scenario, and then in this country, people will battle for their Second Amendment rights. Like, man, we got the right to have our guns, and nobody's trying to take your guns away. Right.
But you have to look at how unstable a lot of people are. So in a country where a lot of people are unstable, it should be very difficult for people to get weapons, because it's scary to think that all these unstable people have so much access to guns and whatever else. And people think that they claim, oh, well, it's protect my house. It's protect. When most of the time, everybody needs protection from you.
Right.
We need protection from your emotions.
I forgot who said this. They said, like, if you carrying a gun, your personal feelings and the way you act shouldn't change because you're walking around with a gun. You should still be humble and relaxed. Don't be looking for attention. Oh, what you say? You know what I mean? Like
I would assume you'd be more relaxed. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, and you know how to use it and everything of that, I figured you'd be mad comfortable wherever you went. Why would you have a gun on you and then be on edge? Ooh, that sounds dangerous. I'm just saying. Can we hit the intro one more time for Aunt Christy?
Okay,
she tried to be
on
time.
Auntie?
Party people. Cheesy.
unique.
Yo, 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 yo. What's up? Yo, 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 it's Unique and Cheese. Here we go. It's Unique and Cheese. Let's start the show. It's Unique and Cheese. Here we go. It's Unique and Cheese. Let's start the show. Ha!
That was cool, right?
Fun show. My goodness gracious. Turn up. And a third said, did you see the Chris Rock skit about making guns cheap but making bullets expensive? It is true. If bullets were expensive, you would think twice about who you about to murder, because that ain't a cheap kill. I agree with that 100%.
Like $2,000 for a bullet. You be like, somebody shoot you, and you be like, is he worth this bullet? No. You throw it at him and put it back in your pocket.
Or if they get shot, you know that they earned that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he must have, they shot him twice. He must have really did something.
That's 4 G's.
And his ass.
Expensive death.
And Erica said, yes, a lot of things are off the rockers now because people are even worse coming out of this pandemic. I think that's something that's not being reported on a lot is how, you know, things are not really safe in the streets right now. Folks is hungry. And when folks get hungry, folks get desperate. And when folks get desperate, folks don't think about what they kind of do. They just, we animals. So animals are survivals, you know what I'm saying? Survivalists. So you do whatever you can to survive.
How to survive in South Central. Go ahead.
Hey, I like that record.
Who is it?
But it's Ice Cube. Settle down.
Oh, let's go.
Boys in the hood.
Why?
Why not? Thank you for the share, Aunt Christy. Appreciate it. Oh man. So another versus has been announced, and I know that you are excited, Mr. Cheese, for the next versus coming up. Now, one of them, I don't know if it's gonna be fair, you know what I'm saying? But this is same thing like last time when we said, oh, it's gonna be Earth, Wind, and Fire versus the Isley Brothers. We was like, man, Earth, Wind, and Fire about to sweep them underneath the rug. And then we started naming songs, and it was like, oh, okay, wait a minute.
Hold up.
They got that heat. Kind of the same thing a little bit too for SWV and Escape, but you know what I'm saying? I still was riding with SWV. I just think they got more hit records personally. Whatever.
Yeah, come on.
Okay,
man.
so the next one coming up, they got Eve versus Trina, the baddest chick.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I don't know very many Trina songs like that. And then I kind of really only know like 5 Eve bangers.
Yeah.
So I'd be watching that with popcorn like what song was that? What song was this?
I want to hear a little Kim and Foxy Brown or something like that. Now I'll be hype on that.
That'd be dope, but Foxy Brown didn't make enough music. She dropped that one album and then a kinda album, and then that was kind of it for her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because her first album was perfect in my opinion. Like that was a great album. Now
she rap about the same stuff. You be like, hey, we gonna do an album and we gonna talk about Black Power. And she be like,
okay.
My titties. I'm like, that don't got nothing to do with what we talking about.
That was like on the on Nas's last record on the Firm. Yeah. It was like everybody talking about getting their life together and relationships and stuff. She's like, they don't want to see me selling drugs and they're coming down the fifth. It's like
She
Foxy.
didn't get the memo.
She didn't get the memo. She was just like, oh, you want me to rap? I'm going to just rap. Turn up.
It's like coming to a all-white party with a red shirt.
I was like, what? Why y'all tripping? This is what I'm supposed to wear. Turn up. Anyway, but I'm Christy. What they got? Pull over that ass too fast. Whoop, whoop. I know it's that song.
He's dumb as hell.
I know that song. I'm trying to think of other Trina songs. Pull over that ass too fast. Whoop, whoop. Pull over that ass too fast. Shout out to what's his name? Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy the business. I like that. Hold on, let me see
Trick
right
Daddy,
here.
Trick Daddy look like. Do you see Trick Daddy lately?
He running his restaurant stuff. He look healthy.
He look like Precious now.
He eating healthy. That's good. Anytime I see any artist that people think they or accuse them of using drugs or whatever, and they like heavyweight, then I like that, because that means that they ain't too many fat crackheads. I'm not saying that they can't be. I'm just saying ain't too many. So shout out to them. There we go. They got pull over, no panties, be all right, don't trip, single again. I'm trying to go through that. I don't really know none of these.
I know more about her relationships than her music.
She got as a featured artist. Now she can play her features, and then now we in the game a little bit, because she got You Don't Know Man.
Oh, yeah.
Like me. I like that record. Turn up.
That's a dope one.
She got one. Shut up. One with Trick Daddy. That's the big one. What's Your Fantasy? What's Your Fantasy? It's not her songs, but she's still featured on it, so you know she can use it.
Oh, she can? Oh, I didn't know they
use those. Oh, yeah. People use those. They use their feature ones. She got Take It to the House. Trick Daddy done saved her life. Wait a minute, because I keep naming all these Trick Daddy songs for Trina's Jump Off, but I like Take It to the House. She was on 1 Minute Man with Missy Elliott. She was on Right There. She got the Bad Chick remix. Go Girl. She's on that one. Okay, wait a minute, Trina. Trina got some ones. She got some ones. Trina got some ones. Turn up. Anyway, so we got Trina and Eve is the next one, and that's going down on June 16th. And then on June 26th, that's when they got Lil Bow Weezy going against the Soulja Boy. Lil Bow Weezy versus Soulja Boy.
I think they run out of people, huh?
I mean,
next thing I'll say, hey, Cheese, you got any songs?
You remember that one time you freestyled? Like, let me pull that one up. Turn up. I'm telling you though, man. But I'm telling you, something like Soulja Boy versus Lil Bow Wow. It's not for us. Yeah. Like the Gronies. The Gronies is not really for us. But I think that might be one of their highest rated ones, because the youngins, they be on the internets like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't be on the internets as much as the youngins do. So they might come out for them.
I do like that Bow Wow song when he did with Sierra. That what he did it's like a remix to Luther Vandross kind of song. Oh, that one's banger.
Which one was that one?
It'd be banging. When they be on an elevator or something, he got the beats. And his hair looks silly as hell, but that's a good song.
Word.
I'm trying to think of it. I can't think of it.
And what gets me is, and there's some stuff that Soulja Boy produced that we don't know that he produced it, because I'm hearing that he's a really, really good producer, and he's done a lot of hit records for a lot of people, throughout this time. Yeah. So I think he has some stuff on Nicki Minaj, and I don't know off the top of my head, but yeah, I've been hearing.
I know he was like the main dude with the streaming. Not the streaming, but like the computer, the YouTubers and all of that. What people are doing now.
He kicked it off.
He kicked that off, though. You have to pay him his respect for that. You know
Turn up.
Even though he can be very ignorant sometimes, and I'll be like, young brother. That's
his youth, man. I mean, and I'm not defending him. I am not defending him. I'm just saying, though, when you 16, 17 years old and you a millionaire already, you know what I'm saying? And anything you want in life, you can get it, and you doing all this stuff. What you gonna tell him? You gonna tell that young man, hey man, don't be yourself. Be this. You're like, why would I want to be that? I'm being myself, and it's getting me all this. Now, and what's cool is now that he's getting a little older, you can see him starting to reel it in a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even, apologizing for mistakes he made in the past, and he done quit using the lean and all these other things. So shout out to Soulja Boy for growing up.
Absolutely.
That's all everybody needs is a chance to grow up. That's what you need. You know what I'm saying? Hey, okay, I got this random question. When do especially like the black dudes, when do we go from, hey, yo, man, how you doing, blah, 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 to, man, I don't know what they're talking about. They're coming down here. It seemed like we hit an age where we have to talk like old black men. And like, what age is that make black men talk like old black men? You're going to be doing it soon, sir. I don't know if it's 55, 56, but when you hit it, you're going to be talking like this.
I'm always going to talk like this.
I don't think so. You can't fight it. You cannot fight.
I sure can't.
You cannot fight it. It's got to happen. That's just what it is. I think it's written in the Bible, like Corinthians 3, chapter 4. Thou shalt talk like an old Southern black man once you hit 55 years old. I think.
No.
Oh, yeah, that was Adina Howard. T-shirt and my panties on.
My cousin loved her. Shout out to
Adina Howard
Carter. Yeah, he loved her.
She had Adina Howard had it was a quick little run. That wasn't a long run at all.
No, it was like 30 minutes.
You know what? I think stuff like that be like industry stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because when somebody be uber talented, they come out with a smash hit, couple records, everybody's loving them, and then they just disappear. I'd be like, what happened?
Yeah, I remember one time I was getting ready to move, and I went to the U-Haul. You know how you go to the U-Haul and rent you a truck?
Uh-huh.
And I seen one of my favorite artists there.
Working there, or
yeah, working there, helping me with the truck and everything.
Damn. How did the whole time they helping you not want to be like, hey, bro, what happened? Like not even in a disrespectful way. It was like, son, I was at your concert 3 years ago, and now you know what I'm saying? And to each their own, and maybe they'll be humble enough to be like, hey, look, man, the industry ain't what you think it is, cause you know what I'm saying? I just, you know what I'm saying, couldn't pay that money back.
That's terrible.
Can you say who it was? It was.
No, I ain't gonna.
All right, don't do that. Don't.
Especially when you make it up.
You an asshole. You stupid. Anyway,
Thank you.
You know who I want to give more props to? Because it seemed like every 3 months or something like that too, we are giving Megan Thee Stallion props for hooking other people up. It's always some scholarship. It's always some award. Like she's on it. So big shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. She is making one college student's dreams come true by offering a full tuition 4-year scholarship. The 26-year-old rapper is offering a scholarship to a student at the Rock Nation School of Arts, Sports, and Entertainment at Long Island University, which Jay-Z's entertainment company announced in August of 2020. I remember us talking about that, about Jay-Z having that industry school, basically, which I think a lot of people should go to. I would go to the industry school, go there and see what they talk about the industry. She said that the school will host its inaugural semester in the fall 2021, and 25% of the incoming freshman class will receive Rock Nation Hope scholarships. Congratulations to that 25%. Right. And then even to Megan Thee Stallion said that she's encouraged by these people going to school because there's even more schooling that she wants to go to also. And she still has academic goals and stuff. So big shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. If you thought she was just booty clapping and ass waxing, you're wrong. You're sadly mistaken. This woman got a lot going on for herself. So shout out to Megan Thee Stallion.
Shout out. Did you hear about Shock G? About his
yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah,
that's unfortunate. Drugs, man.
Yeah,
drugs is a serious thing.
I can't even imagine, like, if you like, because I don't know if was he getting high just to have fun or was it an addiction? But could you imagine you doing that and your life is being taken and you like, oh, I didn't want this to happen. Yeah. Stop, and it's too late.
And you can't, and it's too late.
Damn, man.
And yeah, it sucks. Of course, I don't know the situation. I'm on the outside looking in, and it doesn't look very promising that it was like on an up. It sounds like addiction to me. Anybody die in a hotel room by themselves? Yeah. That sounds. Oh man, that sucks. And whatever it is you're trying to escape, or whatever it is, world you're trying to create by being high, man, it sucks. Absolutely. Same thing with Mac Miller. Mac Miller, who at 26 years old died a couple years ago too from a mixture of bad drugs. Ooh. But with his situation, people are actually being arrested because the drugs that he thought he was buying, it was actually like it was something else. Like, you know what I'm saying? It gave him a bad version of the drugs that he thought he was going to get. And they really should be.
The trial starts for the drug dealer. I think it's already started. And a quick shout out to Clarence Williams III.
Clarence Williams III. Rest in peace, Clarence Williams III.
Rest in peace. Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, man. Amazing actor. I used to like that gap in his tooth, like, you know what I'm saying?
He's so stupid.
No, I'm serious. I like it because it's like distinctive. You know what I'm saying? When people get their distinction and they rock out with their distinction, you know what I'm saying? Keep your distinction. Man, I love reporting on people getting that money. You know what I'm saying? When people take their opportunity and they use their opportunity to make more opportunities to get that money. Yeah. This time is Drake. Drake is teaming up with Live Nation, and they're building a brand new facility in Canada. As the touring industry awakens, Drake is collaborating with Live Nation Canada on a new live entertainment venue in the rapper and businessman's beloved hometown of Toronto. The venue is going to be called History, and it's going to have the capacity of 2,500 people. Once the doors open, it's going to host over 200 concerts and other events annually. It's been in development for more than 3 years, and construction is scheduled to be complete later this summer. So big shout out to Drake, just figuring out ways to get more money. Like, man, how can I get some more money? I don't got enough money. I need some more money. He was saying how sometimes it's the intimate shows that are better than, like, you know, the large capacity shows.
Always.
Who have you seen in an intimate setting and you was like, this is all right.
This is a great. I seen Common in an intimate setting at a small venue off of Normandy. I forgot the name of that place, that club. But is that
the Western, the green building?
Look at you,
Wilshire Western.
Yeah, right there. So it was like real intimate.
Did we go to that together?
I think we did. You dirty dog.
I'm about to say I saw Common at the Western too, at the Wilton at the Wilton Theater. Yeah,
probably so. So I think it's really dope when it's like that. I could imagine like having Prince do something real intimate like that, like over only 100 people sitting.
Yeah,
that'd be so perfect, man. And just to hear the music and just
have him talk. Oh, do you remember the old MTV Unplugged concerts?
Right.
Like to have that, like even like Lauryn Hill's Unplugged, like to be sitting in a room with Lauryn Hill and she's on her acoustic guitar.
Could you imagine?
That would be nice. She would be 4 hours late, but when she got there and did the last 30 minutes of it, it would be awesome.
That's not true. Me and Camille watched her at the Greek Theater?
Yeah.
She was unbelievable.
Word.
It was one of the best concerts ever.
That's the catch. The catch is when she does show up and do it, it's amazing. But you're just taking the gamble if she's gonna show up or not.
You forget how dope she really is until you go to her concert and she freestyles songs and they just switch it and she be like, I'm not feeling this. Let me just do it this way. That's when you know you talented. You know, you can go off the menu and say, hey, I'm gonna just cook this up. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty dope.
I like Lauryn Hill. I don't think she gets enough props as an MC because she is. I know. Dope. We talk about Lauryn Hill, Aunt Christy, and I'm just talking about, like, I know I got 100 MCs in my top 5 MCs, but Lauryn Hill is up there, and I wish she had more product, but the things that she does have, it's like, come on, man, like she's just nice with it. I don't care, male or female, because I really don't like saying female MCs. Like an MC is an MC, a comedian is a comedian. You know what I'm saying? Like a comedian's a comedian. Doesn't matter what you got. Ah, man, could you imagine if there was like a we had the miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Imagine if we had like the education of Lauryn Hill. That would be awesome. That's all you're going to be doing too. When you start speaking like that old black man, that's going to be your face. I'm going to go visit you. You can be sitting there like,
you ain't going to come visit me. You don't come visit me and I'm okay.
I need to come visit you for the jokes.
What?
Big shout out to Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg is also somebody else is like, I need all the money. Give me all the money.
Snoop gonna have to cut his hair soon, though. He's starting to look like Stevie Wonder a little bit. The hairline is starting to fade, bro.
It's going back. I didn't see no original pictures of Snoop. Yikes. Aunt Chrissy said that Lauryn Hill first got her start as the World Turns as a soap. Oh yeah. I remember I was talking about that when we did her for the Artist Spotlight. Shout out to Lauryn Hill. Yeah. Fellow Gemini, turn up.
Ooh.
So Snoop Dogg, the hip-hop icon, movie star, businessman, philanthropist, football fanatic, and now you can add record label executive to his considerable arsenal. The 49-year-old rap star joins Def Jam as a senior strategic advisor with immediate effect. So Snoop is appointed executive, creative, and strategic consultant, a new role that will allow him to strategically work across the label's executive team and artist roster. I would take advice from Snoop.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
There's not very many people that, you know what I'm saying, I would think give you like valid advice, but I think Snoop Dogg is definitely 100% somebody who can say, hey, cuz, I wouldn't go down that path, cuz. I would go down that path right there. You know what I'm saying? Because he's in every circle. And for the ability to be in every circle and not be considered a sellout or not be considered somebody who, you know what I'm saying, just that's amazing.
And he stays consistent too. He's still irrelevant today.
Snoop is Snoop every room that he walks into.
He don't change. Like,
you don't change.
My pants are pulled up. He's like, nah, cuz. Hey, homie, Long Beach. He always thought Long Beach. He be falling asleep, Long Beach. Like, damn.
Chrissy said, I met him several times. He and his wife tried to get me to run the cheer program for his league. Oh, that would be dope. Why you ain't do it, Aunt Chrissy? It was like, cuz.
The money wasn't right, cuz.
The money wasn't right, cuz. Gotta get your money right, cuz.
Hey, homie, Long Beach.
You about to get a shot.
I'm doing like this, though.
Yeah, you think that don't say nothing, but you stuttering in gang language. They like, speak clearly.
Okay. Stupid. Some internet dude watching it.
Yeah.
Like,
what'd he say? Man, I got so much respect. Like the fact that they come up with a whole language, you know what I'm saying, shows the intelligence of human beings. You know what I'm saying? Right. You might think that is low life stuff, but it's high intelligence to be able to get away with some of the stuff that they get away with. Even in prison, like the communication and the language to speak prison talk. Right? Come on, the whole language.
I wouldn't make it though.
I wouldn't either.
Because there's certain things you can't do. Like you can't. Like I heard one thing: you can't eat the spoon with the right hand, or that means you open.
I'm God.
I'd be like eating like this.
I just eat it off the plate with my. What does this mean if I eat like? What am I now?
That means you real open.
Yeah, Chrissy said that it was ghetto and it's free. They don't pay you. I mean that sucks because the organization is making money.
Yeah, come on.
I would hate to be around people making. Yeah, you be around people making money. That would suck. To be around people making money, like, nah, man, this is different. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is you get exposure.
Right.
That would kill me the most when people be like talking about, yo, man, you gonna get exposure. Come on, don't you want to get exposed? Turn up. To backtrack real quick to Clarence Williams III, we didn't really give him his props like we should have gave him his props.
Yeah, absolutely.
Clarence Williams III, who starred as the brooding undercover cop Lincoln Hayes on the countercultural ABC drama The Mod Squad. Have you ever watched The Mod Squad?
Yes, I have. I'm a fan of that.
I never seen The Mod Squad.
You was too young, baby. You too
Probably
young.
Was.
Just finish your thing.
My uncle was on that show before too. I'm
no
not sure
way.
Exactly what my uncle Mark, yeah, he was on there. I'm not sure what he did, but yeah, he was.
So your brother's named after your uncle?
Yes.
Oh, that's dope. I just learned something.
Yeah, my uncle was my mama's, like, she loved my uncle. Like, that's my baby. So once she had a baby, then she named him.
Oh, is Mark still alive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he ran a church in Virginia for years. And now, actually, he's passing the church over to my sister, my brother, and another couple. They're going to be the head ministers at that church. And he's moving to Atlanta. And he's going to be making like Christian-based content, like movies and plays and things of that nature. So I'm like, that's cool. That's dope. When you get the calling from the Lord, you got to do what the Lord tell you to do. You can't ignore your calling. If you ignore your calling, you won't be balling. So you can't be stalling when the Lord be calling. Turn up. Anyway, back to Clarence Williams III. Oh, he died of colon cancer. That sucks. He was 81 years old. What else did he do here? He was a daddy. He was a daddy on Purple Rain.
Mm-hmm.
Turn up. Wasn't he on Tales from the Crypt? Was like Tales from the Crypt?
He was on that. He was on
Tales from the
American Gangster. He was Bumpy Johnson.
Yep.
He did a lot of stuff. He
did
a lot of stuff. But I remember seeing him every morning. Me and Seven used to do our walk when he was a baby. When I lived on the west side, what was it you call that? La Brea Tar Pits area, Mid Wilshire area. And we used to see him when we walked down 3rd Street because he lived right in those apartments over there, those luxury apartments. And we used to see him every morning going to a 7-Eleven. I remember seeing him all the time. But of course, I didn't bother. I just seen him from afar. I'm like, oh, that's that brother. Right on, brother.
Nice. Was he in good condition or was he like, nice like this? I'm just kidding.
He's so stupid.
I'm just kidding. Rest in peace, Clarence Williams.
That was
turn
funny.
up. Oh my God. Big shout out to KK not with us here this morning.
Yeah, where's she at?
She's just not here with us this morning. She wasn't feeling well.
You must have done something.
I didn't do nothing.
Okay.
I always got to do something.
What you undone to Miss KK?
I didn't do nothing. You know when black people do stuff too, when their eyes get all wide too. Like I don't know what y'all talking about.
And they always sweating. We're not slaves no more.
Are you sure? Mr. Charlie don't know about that. Relax. Oh man. So
Charlie Murphy?
Charlie Murphy.
They should have never gave you.
Oh man, okay. Big shout out to Kim Jong-un out there in North Korea. He is looking for enemies, it seems like, and I guess he's ran out of enemies, so he's starting to make up. Do you know who he has beef with now?
No way.
K-pop.
That's dumb.
Kim Jong-un has beef with K-pop. This is coming out of the New York Times. It reports that the totalitarian leader has launched a campaign against what he described as a vicious cancer, destroying North Korean culture, ordering authorities to weed out any sign of South Korean popular culture.
Are you serious?
He's like, look at all those people so happy. That cannot be you. That is the devil. Only the devil wants you to be happy. You are not supposed to be happy. You're supposed to be happy because I tell you you're happy.
Is he Jamaican or Asian?
Did that sound Jamaican?
No, he sounded African. He wants your brother to be happy. Wait.
You are not allowed to be happy.
Okay.
You are supposed to be sad.
They talking about
hey Laura
on CNN that he's losing a lot of weight too, and they thinking is he sick or they trying to figure it out. What's up, big sis?
I'm trying to understand what's going on because didn't a couple years ago they thought he was dead?
Yeah, I know, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Super skinny.
So who are we looking at here? Is this even Kim Jong-un? Or is this like Charlie Jong-un? It might be his brother or his cousin or I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? No one ever sees him. I don't know, man. But I'm guessing he's still alive because he has beef with all of South Korea's entertainment.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand why, because you know what I'm saying? You got people singing and dancing and talking about their lives. I mean, KK watches it all day long. I can't watch it and then assume like I don't understand why he would hate it. I do understand why he would hate it if his citizens were watching it and they like, wait a minute, they live like 50 minutes away and they balling like that and I gotta eat rice every night. Like, You know what I'm saying? Come on, Crip cuz. You said you're supposed to be representing us. This is the best you can represent us.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, man. That's got to be a weird dynamic for that island to be one. Could you imagine if California as one place, all of a sudden it's like the Bay versus LA, and they put like a line in between. It was like you can't go up to the Bay no more, and the Bay can't come down to LA no more. It's like it's so silly.
What? Yeah, that's silly. That's
so silly. Like
that's silly.
It's just ignorance. Because if you're caught watching South Korean, TV shows, movies, listening to their music, you can go to prison.
That's
you know what
crazy.
I'm saying? And if you're distributing it, if you're caught as the person distributing it, they can murder you. They will murder you in the face. You could die from sharing Korean. Like if you had a favorite TV show and you shared your favorite TV show, you can get murdered in the face. I wouldn't pick that up until they won one. You know what I'm saying?
That's all right, but we still in there though. Are we still playing? Are we still playing?
They got close.
Okay.
They got close both times.
Yeah.
So I think finally when they come home, I think they'll get the 2 at home.
We still in there though.
And then we'll see what happens when they come back. What's his name? Djokovic? Djokovic ain't no Djokovic. That dude's pretty good.
No,
that boy balling.
The young brother that we going against right now, he's vicious, dude.
Which one?
The from Utah. He's giving us the business.
Word.
I mean, you must not watch the games.
I only watch the highlights.
I only watch the highlights
because I don't got
highlights in my hair.
They're not even there. I don't got regular TV. I don't got no TV. I don't got no cable. None of that. I just gotta watch it on the thing.
Hey, brother, I don't either.
Which I prefer because I don't got 2 hours to sit and watch no game, but I got 8 minutes. I give you 8 minutes and just the good stuff too. The best is the best invention ever.
I'm watching my game.
Can we do a wash your ass, brush your teeth? We got about 10 more minutes, ladies and gentlemen. And we got Lisah Monah is going to be in the building joining us this morning. So happy to have Lisah Monah in the building. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Check this out.
Check it out, baby.
Check this out. This is one of the wash your ass and brush your teeth. Check it out.
Wash my face.
Randy Beeler, a former Minnesota corrections sergeant, has been sentenced to 120 days in jail and 7 years probation for trading a McDonald's meal for sex with an inmate he was transporting.
Oh my God.
So this went down. Go ahead.
Is that a female jail or male jail?
I guess female jail.
That's terrible. She wanted them fries bad. I mean, they cold though. Like, I ain't gonna give you no fellatio. Okay,
so Beeler pleaded guilty in March to 4th-degree criminal sexual conduct over the September 2019 incident. Beeler stopped to get food while transferring a female inmate from Olmsted County Jail in Minneapolis. After the inmate said, "I would do anything to eat." Like, all I picture, the movie Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. All I heard was a record go, and it was like, anything? So he took that to heart, and he was getting some fellatio from homegirl for some McDonald's. She must have really been hungry, and he must have really been horny. And it sucks, because you would think that the interaction was, like, I guess if he wasn't at work, then it would have made a whole lot more sense. But since you're at work, my dude, no, son, you can't get headed for fries. McDonald's fries are delicious.
Who told? She was like,
she's like, them fries wasn't that good. Like, he made me swallow and everything. You know what I'm saying? I was, I just thought it was something gross.
Wait, so why are you so stupid? I know. It's so crazy. I know what you was doing. Don't do it, though. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Anybody gonna say that?
No, brother. But
ain't nobody gonna say nothing.
How did they know, though?
I would imagine she told. And aren't there video cameras in these transport vehicles? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
I don't know. Either way, he should have known. He should have knew better. What if she was bad though, and she was like, "I would do anything for something to eat. Can you feed me? I would
have got her a Happy Meal too. I got her a toy.
Here. he was dangling it too, like mistletoe. You know what you got to do to get this toy right.
That's crazy, dude. I wouldn't done that. I've been too nervous. I guess I'm not built like that.
I'm scary like that too.
Yeah,
I'm super scary like that too. Like, nah, son. Like, especially with how you explain that to your family. Oh, Daddy, how'd you get fired? Well, Daddy was giving back to the community. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said they was hungry, so I was trying to get them something to eat. But nothing comes cheap in America. Everything has a cost.
And she was bad though. I've been like, let me think about this. I don't know.
Do you tell the judge, like, come on, judge, look at her, man. Look at that soft mouth. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had to put some fries in it.
That soft mouth?
she had a soft mouth.
What does a soft mouth look like?
It looked like 120 days in jail.
Could you imagine that you in jail because you did something like that? He kicking himself in the ass.
Probably.
Someone else is.
Ooh. Or maybe it was some bomb head, and after 120 days, like, man, y'all tripping, man. That was worth 120 days. And if she ever wants some Burger King, I'll feed her again. We could have stopped at every fast food restaurant on the way. I don't give a damn. Come on, get some of this Carl's Jr.
Burger King, them new chicken sandwich do look good.
And he got the double fish sandwich.
So do he get his job back? How does
Hell
that
no,
work?
he fired.
Oh,
he got fired.
Yeah,
you don't get your job back.
Yeah,
you don't trust that dude no more. He can't transport nobody.
Nobody.
He be trying to transport dudes. Even the dudes be like, man, I sure am hungry. What a brother got to do to get a burger around here?
Oh, shoot.
Oh, man. Okay, what is this other wash your ass? Here we go.
I do something strange for some little change. Like 2 burgers. Like,
okay, here we got 7 minutes before we bring Lisah in.
7 minutes?
Here's another I guess this is a wash your ass, but this is unfortunate. I would say that this is unfortunate, and this goes back, you know what I'm saying, at the Unique and Cheese Show, we always talk about how if you just take a second to think about what you're going to do before you do it, most of the time you won't get in any kind of trouble. But if you're just emotionally charged, you're going to make emotional decisions, and then you're going to have to face the emotional consequences. I said you're going to have to suffer the emotional consequences.
Amen, Pastor.
So this happened to a young Virginia Tech linebacker. His name is Etute. On June 2nd, Etute was charged with the death of a Blacksburg, Virginia resident named Jerry Smith. This is what happened. So Etute and Smith, I'm going to assume, went on a date with one another. And as they were trying to hook up, it comes out that Jerry Smith was actually a man. So Etute, the young 18-year-old player, you know what I'm saying, football player, thought, linebacker. Think linebacker. Linebackers ain't little people. Linebackers are big peoples. Right. So here this linebacker went on the date with what he thought was a woman.
And this happened?
Yep. Yeah, it was a crying game. It was a crying game all up in business. So once Etute found out that Jerry Smith was a dude, he whooped his ass. Oh. And I don't mean like just a regular ass whooping. I mean like they said he broke every bone in that person's face. Oh. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, whoa.
Wait, did they do something?
I don't think they had sex. I'm pretty sure as soon as he saw that it was a man, you know what I'm saying? He put the.
Why you couldn't just talk to the person and say that was so disrespectful? That's not fair. And walk
because
away.
his emotions don't trigger him to do that. His emotions triggers him to fight. So since his emotions triggered him to fight, he fought that dude until he died. Because after he whooped his ass, Smith was found dead in his apartment 2 days later. So here you thought you just put the ass whooping on this dude, but you actually murdered him. So now, you know, then not only is he kicked out of school, but he's, you know, awaiting to be arraigned for murder now. And it's like, whoa. Granted, I can see how being deceived would make you upset.
But not like that.
Yeah, not like that. And I'm not disputing the fact that Jerry Smith should have been upfront about what's going on. I think that's only fair. It's only fair, you know what I'm saying? And nobody, you know, happy Pride Month to everybody. And nobody's putting anybody down for being transgender or transition. None of that. All I'm saying is be fair, be honest. Not everyone wants to, you know what I'm saying, tap or subscribe to that lifestyle. Not everyone wants, just give them the option.
Only unless, like, if we playing a pickup game and I'm picking this dude and he's tall and then find out as a female, I'm like, that's normal. You don't have to tell me that. But when it becomes personal and it can be intimate, like you have to say something. I like you. You know I'm hitting on you. I'm telling you all these things that I would say to a woman, and
I'm telling you, I like with the science definition of a woman, and I'm explaining all this to you, and you just like, yeah, I got all that, yeah. But you lying. Yeah. So of course, no one is condoning murder. I'm not even condoning beating the shit out of the person. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not even slapping her. Don't even slap her. Like, communicate. Now, I don't condone no violence at any time, but I could understand if it became sexual and he probably slapped her or something, but not physically hurt
beat
someone
him to
death. Their death.
Yeah, like, man. That's cold. That's cold. So rest in peace to Jerry Smith. And I guess we'll watch that story closely. It's, man, that's hard.
Terrible.
That's hard. And I mean, I don't know who he's speaking to, but just be honest as much as you possibly can with somebody who you are trying to, you know what I'm saying? If you have like any kind of emotional attachment to anything that somebody's, just be honest with them.
They should come out with a rule book though. Like,
ain't nobody gonna follow it.
No, like, hey, if you're out there dating, you know, if y'all can wear the same shoes, maybe you need to think twice, like something like that.
Stupid. I mean, I don't know what to say, because we need to get somebody who's a transgender guest, like to have an open, honest conversation with us. You know what I'm saying? Right. Not no joking shit or nothing like that. Like a really honest conversation. Because I want to know how many transgender are out there, like consciously trying to trick dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's not cool.
That's not cool.
That's playing with a lot of emotional and life.
Word.
On both sides. So I would say, please don't do that. Like, if that's what you want to be, that's beautiful.
Yeah, do your thing.
And enjoy your life, be who you want to be. No one's judging. But don't put that on someone else's life without them knowing.
Word.
You know what I mean?
That was on one of Dave Chappelle's last stand-ups, how he talking about how he was hanging out with transgender at the club. Yeah. And he's like, why you ain't tell me? And he's like, well, I didn't think you was going to like me, or blah, 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 blah. It's like, that don't matter. Give somebody the option. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. Just give them the option. Maybe you'll have a great time. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah.
We shall see. All righty. Let me do the bio for our guest today, who was in the green room about to come in. So excited to have Miss Lisah Monah back on the program. For those that don't know, Lisah Monah is a rapper, songwriter, producer, who's native to the city of Los Angeles. Though there were many highlights throughout her career, her popularity began to soar during her time as half member of the male-female rap group called SIK, Sick, which in which she went by the name. Is that Blackest? Hold on, I want to make sure I get. Is it Blackest?
It's Black Ice.
Black Ice. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, Black Ice. Because I Can, and was released in her first single as Lisah Monah was Because I Can. It was released back in 2015. In 2018, she released Do What I Want, a sassy song for outspoken, independent, driven women, which you may have heard during an episode on season 2 of ABC's The Rookie. Can You Hear Me Now was her first EP, I Got That Be Bangin' It Turn Up, in which she wrote and produced every track. She addresses politics she's up against as a woman in the industry and shares her life struggles. Lisah continues to make her presence known through compilations, collaborations, and her most recent project, The Most Famous Unknown, Got That One Too, Be Bangin' It Turn Up, in which she also produced by its entirety. Turn Up. As she continues to grow as a producer, she is now sought out by other artists for making beats. Ladies and gentlemen, entering the room is the one and only Lisah Monah is in the building. Turn up.
What's up, Mona?
Long time no see.
Welcome back.
Hey. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Busy, but in a good way, you know.
Right. You always busy. I was telling Cheese that you one of my motivations just as a human being to be like, man, how in the hell, how many hours does Lisah Monah have in a day? Because everybody else got 24 hours. Lisah Monah got 28 hours in a day. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make the most of it, you know. just to ensure that I did what I can to make sure my life, I had a good life for myself and my kids. So
turn up. Sound like you 75 years old. Like, I just want to, make sure I had a good life.
I just want to ensure that. Hi, is that Kim Barr?
Yeah, that's Erica.
Oh, what's up, Erica?
Yeah, Erica.
Not like an old lady, but you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Tough. So I said, for my life, me and my family, we're not going to have that same situation challenge.
Word. Right. Getting it. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna play first of all one of my favorite tracks from the most famous
unknown.
Black Skin is one of my favorite records.
Yes.
So I'm gonna play Black Skin, and then I want to talk about that record, and we're gonna talk about other records and so much more. Ladies and gentlemen, in the building is the one and only Lisah Monah.
Oh.
Black skin. Lisah Monah, black skin. I got the target right on my back, cause of my black skin. Wanna see me locked in the trap, cause of my black skin. They think I'm better off dead, cause of my black skin. Not even safe in my own bed, cause of my black skin. But my likeness is all over the world. Black culture influencing all the boys and the girls. That's why that music, commercials on TV. You wanna be like us until it's time to be. My sons can't play with toy guns, cause of they black skin. See police, I come undone, cause of my black skin. Young lives be getting robbed, cause of they black skin. Most likely they won't give me the job, cause of my black skin. How we can't speak on, but what we go through. Hate to see what athletes kneel, but they black too. If the shoe was on your foot, what would you do? Paradise will turn to hell soon as you fell through. How they love us when they hate us. How they love us when they hate us. They gon' love us when they hate us. How they love us when they hate us. How they love us when they hate us. They gon' love us when they hate us. How they love us when they hate us. How they love us when they hate us. They gon' love us when they hate us. How they love us when they hate us. I wouldn't rather be someone else. I love my black skin. I'm sick of being looked at like how I got cousins on crack. Dropped out of school, but I'm packing product illegally strapped. Bullets that tuck in my lap. Clap it when temperature caps. Pardon me if a part of me counters when I feel attacked. Black and I'm proud of it. Now why would I silence it? You can't make a counterfeit copycat, but can't recognize it. Students gon' plagiarize them, but don't wanna sit beside them. With targets, they cough inside them. No condoms, they dogging them. Calling, they calling us even after the coroner's calling time of death. Fully badging after his last breath. I'm past upset. They ain't lock up a bad jet, banging for a set. Blue striping like a reptile. Sounds like it to me. All they need is a hoodie. Someone to say what's goody, and look how we fit the profile. Trying to take me off my crown, mad that it's a hand-me-down. We playing death, bet this clip gon' make a bigger sound. How they love us when they hate us. How they love us when they hate us. They gon' love us, then they hate us. How they love us when they hate us. How they love us when they hate us. They gon' love us, then they hate us. How they love us when they hate us. How they love us when they hate us. They gon' love us, then they hate us. How they love us when they hate us. I would rather be someone else. I love my black skin.
Man.
I have no words. I wasn't expecting that.
I love my black skin. Black skin. Black
Woo! It would almost seem ridiculous to be like, so what inspired that record? Like, but first of all,
thank you.
And the fact that it's like 100% you, like from beginning to end, hats off. As a fellow like music creator, it's incredible. Because sometimes it seems so much easier if somebody just gives you a beat and a concept, like, you know what I'm saying, here you go. Sometimes people get tracks with the hook already on it, but like you just got to write your verse for it. But to come up with the entire track, and you got to write it, and you got to arrange it, and all these other things that come along with it, kudos, bravo,
appreciate
amazing.
That. Thank you.
Amazing. But the record Black Skin. why did you think that it was so important to create that record, for one thing? And I love the line that, you know what I'm saying, everybody love us, they don't ever want to be us, you know what I'm saying, or why y'all hate us, you know what I'm saying, they don't even know why. They don't even know why they hate us. I know why they hate us. It's because they're jealous.
I think it's jealousy. Mm-hmm. You know, like people, you know, blinded by your light, intimidated by your shine. And, you know, the Black culture in particular has so much influence over many, many things. That, you know, when you are unable to replicate, or whatever it is.
Well,
you know, it tends to pluck at certain people's heartstrings, and that's just what it is. You know, there's a lot of people that are not Black that rock with us hard. The other ones, they want to, but they can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They can't do it, you know. So that's why they try to find another way to be superior or whatever.
Word.
That's my take. It's like, well, what can we do better than, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's so funny to me because if I was on the outside looking in, you know what I'm saying, I would be a cheerleader for Black culture, because I'd be like, wait a minute, man, weren't they slaves for like 500 years? You're trying to tell me that the people that were slaves for 500 years now influence the entire world? I would give you a round of applause. You know what I'm saying? I think that's incredible. Every time they gave us scraps, we made, like, you know what I'm saying, souffle out of it. So it's like, you can't keep a good people down, and we keep fighting to get back up. I don't understand. I would cheer for us. I'm just saying. I'm proud of my Black skin too. Turn up.
I mean, on my song "Can't Touch Me" with Deltron Black, I was saying that history then showed us who the blame is for everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, try to apologize because you got caught. You know, because it's not sincere. It's just you got caught. You know what I'm saying? We already know. And so, like, just as back then, we're still marching. You know what I mean?
Word.
It's a trip. It's a trip for something we shouldn't even have to ask for.
We don't have to ask for it. It's mind-boggling to me, and it's exhausting.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. It's very exhausting. Yeah. But
that's the history. How to, you know, when I created the song, it was during the pandemic, and it was a lot going on. You know, heavy protests. You guys remember how it was last year,
right?
And so I was like, I got to do one to acknowledge that I'm here. You know, and I'm going through it with y'all and have my own challenges.
Word.
Absolutely.
And shout out to my boy Mark Dub too. He's on there. He did the second verse and then the harmonic.
He killed it too.
Yeah, man, he did.
He destroyed it.
Is that Dre? DJ Dre? What's happening?
What's up? Morning, Dre.
So,
okay, so that was incredible. How has it been so far since releasing the famous? The most famous unknown, because I know at first you just had it directly to your website. Did you put it to the other streaming services yet, or you still just funnel it through your website?
It's on the other streaming services. My goal was to, and you and I had a talk about this.
Yeah, I thought it was brilliant.
But Cheesy, the reason that I, when I first put out the most famous unknown, I did not distribute it to any streaming services because I felt like they're the only ones making money off of our material. And I'm like, this is my music. Why are you the only one making bread off it? I'm making pennies off a penny. And who knew that's possible, right? So I worked on I created a website and I put my my album on there. You know, and there's a lot of people waiting for music from me. So I was like, well, if you want to hear it, you got to go and buy it.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
And once I make my money back and a little bit of profit, I'll put it out to the public and then y'all can stream. But I got to get my money first.
I feel you on that one.
So that's what happened. I got my money first. And honestly, people are still buying it right now. You know, even though it's streaming. But, you know, I'm putting stuff out on my website that, you know, is not on streaming services too. So it kind of works out. Works a lot, actually.
That's beautiful. And I'm so glad and encouraged that you did that. I thought that was a beautiful move. I like to separate fan base from like family and friends, because I really it's a difficult task to get like family and friends to support you like fans do.
It's retarded.
It's so weird. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They like this.
Real talk.
They like this though. You know.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Exactly. And I'm still to this day trying to understand the psychology of why that is, why your family and friends, you know what I'm saying, are so reluctant to help you out. Even if it's something little like, hey, can you just share this? Like it doesn't cost you. It doesn't cost you anything to share this. I saw you with your Beyonce post last week. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce came out with some shoestrings and you couldn't wait to tell people about Beyonce's shoestrings.
Right.
But, you know, I'm not an emotional guy. You know what I'm saying? If I'm like, hey, can you share this? And you like, nah, that's whack. I'll take that with a grain. It's like, okay, cool. That's whack. You don't want to share it.
Right.
That's okay with me.
Right.
But to be indifferent or, you know what I'm saying, just to not have any feel or just don't say anything, I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
Too. I was watching someone's Instagram post. I can't remember what it said. And it was basically saying like people who don't have aspirations and understands the process, you know, they see you in a different light. They just see you as who you are, the person that they grew up with, opposed to the star power that you have. Like us, we know, you know what I'm saying? So it's different for us. Like we'll support each other in a minute because we understand the importance of it. We're family. I don't know. They just don't see you like that.
Mm-hmm.
They really, I do say I have a brother who does, you know, like really, really rock hard for me, but
word. So do I. I can't front on that. I do it. My brother rides for me hard.
Yeah, my brother is like super hardcore into it, but I still don't understand it. It used to drive me crazy, and I used to take it personally.
Word.
Like, well, maybe they don't know how to be there for me. Maybe they don't know how to support me. But then when I put it out there, well, I just need you, like you said, just share it.
Just share it.
You know, because everything else is in the Instagram stories, and it's like in the celebrities, and they don't know who you are.
Word.
You know, that, you know. So I don't know. Maybe we should ask them, why aren't y'all doing it? I want to know. I'm gonna put a post and let's see what kind of responses we get. Why don't y'all share our shit?
Why don't y'all share our shit? That's a good.
And I'll say it. I will.
That's good.
And it's gonna be like, I'm not trying to start trouble. I really want to know.
I really
why you don't share our shit.
But the crazy part is when they got something popping off, they want to send you a text. Look, I got this going on because you blah blah blah. I was like, wait a minute, hold on.
Word.
Y'all are a trip.
Word.
I haven't even like bought a cup. I got a cup for $10 on my website. You haven't even purchased a cup.
Word. And I guess knowing the process is why I was excited to buy your album also, like from your website and get it directly from you. Because I guess it does make a difference if you know the grind, if you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And because even outside of musically doing all you do, didn't you just graduate from college also?
My fourth time.
Fourth time graduating? What? Yeah. Your fourth time?
Yeah, this is my fourth one, but this one I got my teaching credential.
Jeez.
So, yeah, wow. that was challenge. It was hard. Thank you. And that was some stressful stuff trying to, you know, finish this album and that's right, Dre. Do this album and my son was doing distance learning and I was, you know, taking like finals sometimes or, you know, just multiple courses at one time and I'm married.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was a lot, but, you know, I've always been a very driven person. So I rather try and fail because not trying is worse than failing, you know?
Word. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Erica said, I think people either can't relate or they will feel obligated to support everyone or have to do more. Non-committal people. I guess that's true because I know some people do take advantage of that. You help them with one thing and then here they come every time now. Like, oh, you helped me once, so I need you to help me again. Like that's a real thing too.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I don't really want people to feel like like they have to do too much for me. But sometimes say I see you. It's
word.
Simple, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Because again, you're doing it for others, and but you know someone personally, and you for some reason have a problem sharing it, unless you think I'm weak.
Word.
Yeah.
Like you said, if you really think I'm weak, then I'm not really feeling your music, Or
yeah, I can handle that.
I can handle that. I know you're lying.
Cheese tells me that all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's usually always my goal. If I can get Cheese to like a record of mine, then I'm like, I did good. Because he don't like nothing. So
that's a lie.
Ain't no damn lie. Ain't no damn lie.
Why you do me like that?
Because it ain't no lie.
I'm in tears.
Now, one thing that I have noticed is that even if they don't say anything, they're watching.
Yeah.
They're watching. Because I you'll have a post that you put up, whatever, and then you don't got that many likes on it, or you don't got that many whatever. You know what I'm saying? But then when you see people in public, they're telling you about the things that you're doing. So it's weird, like, so you are paying attention. Yes. You're just not saying nothing.
Yes, I get that a lot, especially from other artists.
Word.
They are like, what did I say? Afraid I'm gonna steal their shine or something.
Word.
Like, they're not saying it, but they're definitely watching.
They're threatening.
Yeah, it's a trip. Or they're like on Clicked Up, I said they follow your account because they be watching your moves.
Word.
Right. They won't give you props, but they know that it's due.
Word.
Whoa.
They're trying to see what you're doing, and they're like, okay. And if you tag somebody or who you working with or a platform you're using, they're gonna follow that platform. Like they just literally on your train, like trying to follow every step you take. But they're not giving you no love for it. Like, thank you for putting this out there, put me on to this. Or man, the crap I'll be dealing with. That's where Clicked Up came from. I was like, y'all a trip. And I'm trying to network because I'm produced. I'm like, yo, let's do a song. You jump on mine. And I've even shared other artists' music.
Word.
Because I feel like I can expose you to people that know me, and we can do the same.
Exactly. We had that conversation so many times with a lot of artists that we speak with. It's like, I don't understand the psychology of the not enough for everybody type mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, bro, we only can grow if we work together. There's 8 billion people on this planet. I think we can, entertain who
the
we
major
need to
artists
entertain.
are doing it, aren't they? Collaborating all the time.
All the time.
Something about these indie folks, man. They just.
I don't know what makes them so nervous. Can we play Clicked Up?
Yes, please play that. That is my banger. That was my angry song. The very first one on the album. I was like, you know what?
So let's do that. I like to have the artist. We forgot to do that on the first one, but I like to have the artist intro the record before we drop it. So like radio style, you know what I'm saying? Introduce your record, and then we gonna drop Clicked Up. Turn up.
So you guys check this out. This joint right here is called Clicked Up. It's by your girl, Lisah Monah. You guys listen to the lyrical content. Very important. And of course, the production. Clicked Up.
Let's go.
Lisah Monah, beat on her.
Show, Dre.
Everybody wanna be a rapper nowadays. Don't wanna do the work, but they wanna get the pay. Every chick spittin', claiming she slay, trying to blind my light, but I'm cool in the shade. Ain't worried about y'all, gotta focus on me. Making my beats and smoking my weed. Had to learn shit, that's on GP. Yeah, they wanna help, but ain't nothing free. I mean, even the homies charge your fee. I'm mad. Yeah, get your paper, G. I'm glad. See, we independent. You got to stay out your business. You got to stay out your feelings. Cutthroat, that term is surrealist. That's why I'm trying to build my own. Lisah Monah in the building. And you know I came to fuck it up. But something to prove, they said I wasn't enough. When the system was down, they wouldn't pick me up. Now they see me popping like a soda cup. Now they begging my line, trying to get some time. Wasn't there for the grind, I ain't lost my mind. Never post one time, niggas thinking they slide. Hit me with a text, but I ain't reply. Shit. My loyalty ain't no joke. Can't get my trust back once it's broke. Lisah, aka she's dope. Y'all be clicked up, clicked up, clicked up, clicked up, clicked up, clicked up, clicked up. See y'all be clicked up, clicked up, clicked up, clicked up, clicked up, clicked up, clicked up. So when you see me on these streets, I be rolling by myself.
Hey.
Bitch, when you see me on these streets, I be rolling by myself. I ain't never been selfish. I mean, we all gotta eat. I'm saying, meet me at the lab and let's come up with some heat. I know a lot of dope artists I can hear on the beat, but peep this. Instead of collab, they rather compete. That's why I turn the other cheek and let it do what it do. You took offense to what I said, I'm probably talking to you. So keep your fake shit
Your true color shining through. Just pay attention to those who saying they fucking with you. They only follow your account cause they be watching your moves. They will never give you props, although they know that it's due. Don't be bullshitting me, you see I'm not in the mood. Smiling in my face, but I'm knowing that we ain't cool. I don't care about what you say, you see I'm about what you do. And so far, you're letting me know you're hoping I lose. I showed you love, but that's okay, yo, you can do what you choose. Scared that I'm gonna steal your shine? I'm not new to the news. Y'all be clicked up, clicked up, clicked up, clicked up, clicked up, clicked up, clicked up. See y'all be clicked up, clicked up, clicked up, clicked up, clicked up, clicked up, clicked up. So when you see me on the streets, I'll be rolling by myself. Bitch, when you see me on these streets, I'll be rolling by myself.
Hey.
Yeah. You're right, Dre. They have their own insecurities. That's true. That's facts.
Turn up. Yikes. Wake up. Turn up. Yeah, and in dealing with those insecurities, sometimes like you want to ask them like, what's really wrong? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to make fun of anyone. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to know, like, for somebody who really has hate in their heart, is like, what's the problem? What is the problem?
I don't know.
Turn up.
They might see you doing something they want to do. You know how they want to do it. They may feel you do it a little better. They haven't gotten confident in their technique.
Word.
You know?
I love seeing people, especially on the come up. I like that. I'm a fan of that because even when I saw you guys at my daughter's school,
Yeah.
Like, he's lit. Like, this is lit. Like, you know what I'm saying? What's his name? Over at the barbershop.
Tech.
I'm like, man, I'm like, y'all whole movement is dope. Like, this is fire. Like,
Yeah.
He's also he's a beast. So do you mostly, well, I want to hear a little bit about the Long Beach performance that you had. I watched that video. It was cool. The one in front of the liquor store.
Yeah, that was dope.
That was dope.
Mm-hmm.
How did that come about? And what was it? Is that a series that they do?
Yeah, they have episodes. I'm not sure how often, but I did this. There's this radio station, IMG Radio, that plays my music on their station.
Nice.
They had a concert, and during that concert, I performed and met another artist, Loom, and I seen that he was on that platform. It's called Be Heard, and they were, hitting people up like, to come on an episode. And so I was like, yo, but you have to like, send your music and they'll let you know if they feel you or not. And
Word.
So that's how I ended up doing theirs. It's pretty dope. You record, it's like pre-recorded. They do all of the editing and then they put it up. It's a nice movement they got there. And I love the black and white. You seen
the black and white was dope.
Yeah. And we did a couple of takes and it was cool because like they had like multiple cameras surrounding the whole thing.
It took me a second.
Like, driving down the street, right? Because it's like on a busy street, right?
Word.
People driving down the street and they'll literally like stop in the middle of the street and just be watching, or they pull their phones out and they're like, recording. This dude pulled over into the parking lot, like right next to us, and he just taking pictures and then skirt off. I'm like, what the is going on here? Or people just walking by and stop and check you out because it wasn't a live like for an audience. It was more for the pre-recording.
Word.
There was a lot of just standby people just walking and checking it out. It was kind of dope. It was weird. It's like, how often do you drive down the street and just see a concert on the corner?
Word.
That was fire.
It was a great performance also. And it took me. It's on YouTube.
On YouTube. Okay.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah,
I
or you can
send it
go
to
to
you.
Website, go to the website and peep it out. It's the LisahMonah.com.
Okay.
And right in my my video section, it's up there.
Word. Did you record any videos specifically for the Most Famous Unknown?
Nothing yet.
Okay.
Yet. I'm probably gonna end up doing Clicked Up very soon.
Word.
I was trying to wait until things open back up so I have more options. Because the last video I did, It Feels Better, I had, people do their takes individually, and it just kind of took away from, you know what I mean, that energy that you get between artists and people who are featured in your video.
Word.
Another thing, is I'm working on a bunch of other projects too. It's like, I know I need visuals too, but the music is just coming and coming. And I hate shooting videos. I hate everything about videos and cameras. I don't like photo shoots, and I don't like doing video shoots.
That's funny. I
know.
I can relate to that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And because even a lot of videos, I don't watch them. Like after it's done.
Yours?
Oh yeah, I don't watch.
Why?
It's very rare. Because if I watch it, I'm watching it critically. Like I don't enjoy anything. Right, seems like it. I'm watching like, why did I do that? I shouldn't have wore that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm one of those people.
I do that too, but I still watch it. I still watch it. I was like, okay, you gotta
makes videos and watch himself. He touches himself watching his videos, though. So he's different. He's a different breed.
He really feeling himself, huh?
He be sending it to me like, does this do anything for you? Now, it's. I don't like asking this as a fellow artist because they all like your babies and stuff. But we already played Clicked Up. We already played Black Skin. But is there anything on this album that you was like, this joint right here really speaks to the climate of where I am in life right now? Like, this is my record that I have on repeat.
It's a tie actually between two. Aside from Clicked Up probably number one. But right behind it, I have two songs that speak to me that way. Snapping and Can't Touch Me.
Okay. I'm going to play both before we get out here. Snapping and Can't Touch Me.
Yeah, Snapping and Can't Touch Me. Snapping, I'm just talking shit, but Can't Touch Me is another one that's putting some things that's going on in the world in perspective.
Word.
Yeah.
Okay, boom. We're gonna hit both of those. I want to see. I have a terrible habit of listening to something 100,000 times. Are you a listen to it 100,000 times person, or are you like, no, I know how I want this, I know how I want that, boom, click, and I'm done. Move on to the next thing.
I'm listening to it until I'm satisfied. If it's 100,000 times, if it's 100 times, I just got to be satisfied with it. That's all. A lot of the times,
I was gonna say, is it hard for you to get to the satisfied part?
Sometimes, yeah, because you hear things one way and then once it's laid down, it's like, that ain't what I heard though.
Word.
And you gotta kind of like, well, this is in pre-production too, and so sometimes in post-production, once that's done, you really get a better picture of if everything came together accordingly.
Do you have people's ears that you trust that you send it to? Like, hey, what do you think about this? And what I'm saying, what direction do you think I should go in? Like, do you have that in your corner?
I've never done that.
I just started doing that.
I think I have people if I wanted to. Well, last night I was on a IG call with one of my guys because I just made another beat. And I was just like, what do you think of this? What do you think of this beat? Like, I'm building up because I just got super excited, but I hardly ever do that.
Word. I just started doing that. And for me personally, it's been so beneficial because I sent it to my brother. I have two homies that I send it to also to get like, hey, what do you think about this? And they'll give me like honest advice. And they'll give me like honest, like, nah, I'm not feeling this one or whatever. But the advice that they've given has made the track sound so much better. So because
so
I'm a
songs and then seeing what they think of the songs, if you should use them, or what do you?
Or I send them a draft and be like, hey, I don't know where else could I take this? Like, what do you hear? Do you hear anything? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh yeah, maybe if you tried doing the chorus like this or whatever, and I'll take into consideration. I'd be like, that's a good idea. Or I'm like, oh, I like the bass line, but if the bass line went something like this, I'd feel a little bit more.
Okay.
Because I'm a in the bubble type person. Like I'll get in my cave and I won't leave my cave or get anybody else's opinion, or you know what I'm saying. And then sometimes it's difficult to create music like that because I can't just create it for myself. It's got to resonate with other people. So I'm getting better at it. I'm getting better at sharing and getting people's opinions.
Well, I do miss having like a group, other people to vibe off of.
Word.
Thank you, Kim. I designed it myself. It took me a few weeks to learn how to make a website, and the colors and fonts and even the SEOs, you know, your Google Analytics. Like, it's a lot that goes into a website, but I'm glad I did it.
Word.
But yeah, I miss being in a group, dude. Like, you can have somebody to kind of feed off of and all that. That's one of the biggest things.
100%. Even in building your own website, you are my hashtag no excuses. Like, no, anytime I'm feeling any type of way about anything, I'd be like, nah, son, no excuses, get it done.
Oh,
Lisah Monah gets it done. So you ain't got no excuse. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when I was having a small moment, and that's when I saw your graduation pictures. I'm like, and she just graduated from college again. Like, no excuses.
Grind.
No excuses. All right, let's do this. Set up snapping.
Yeah, snapping is I'm just talking a lot of shit. You know, there's certain lines in there where people will be like, she's talking about me. You know, and like I said, if you feel that way, I'm probably talking to you, you know, right. And I just want to confirm that. Mm-hmm.
Turn up.
Y'all peep this out. This is snapping off the Most Famous Unknown.
Do you battle, or have you ever battled, or
I used to.
A word.
I used to, especially in high school. That's where people knew me from. Like, oh, you seen, you know. And before I started high school, there was a cat there that everybody heard of and was like, he had his reputation. And when I took that guy out, it was like, lights out, baby. You know.
Hey.
Everybody know. There's like, dang. I used to do that in high school a lot, and then a little bit after high school. But I don't really care for battling.
Word. I feel you on that one.
I like putting together a project. I like creating music more than
Erica's asking how we knew each other. I met her at my daughter's middle school.
Yeah.
From a distance, the basketball coach, but then when they had the before what was that for?
Like the jump rope day or something like that? Huh?
It was like jump rope day or something like I don't what was the halftime show for?
Oh, I don't know. I seen you at one of your games. It may have been a basketball game because his daughter played on the team that I coached, because I coached the middle school basketball, the girls basketball team, for a couple of years.
Word.
And then I seen you DJing one of their dances, you know, the after school dances that they have for the kids, and you were DJing, and I was like, I actually approached you.
Yeah,
at the dance. Yeah, and I was like, yo, blah, blah, blah. I don't remember the verbatim, but you know, that's initially how we got together.
Word.
And I'm glad you weren't a dick. You know, a lot of DJs be
word.
Especially if they don't know the artist, you know, but he was well open to working with me.
I usually am. And then even with people who have music and things, like, you know, I'll play your music if it's go. It's got to pass me first. But if it passes me, why would I not play your music? You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's what you made it for.
That's y'all know for dropping it. We love the DJs, man. The DJs are word of mouth right there. You know? You got to respect the DJ. The DJ like Jazzy Jeff and how Run DMs. I love that. You know, Salt and Pep. Like, I want my own. Like, if I could have you, I would have you for me. You know what I'm saying? My DJ.
Word.
But on my shirt, Dre, is from my album, The Most Famous Unknown.
Turn out.
And then back it has the website.
Is that available at LisahMonah.com?
I have a few shirts on LisahMonah.com. Not this one specifically, but there's one that's black, almost the same image, but just in all black. That was fire too.
Turn up.
It's like right when I cut my hair, because you guys know I cut my hair off, and it's like my evolution. You know, I've changed.
Did you design the shirts too?
My husband did.
Oh, turn up. Keep it in the family. Yeah. Keep it in the family.
My husband designed it. Yeah, but this is my old self. This is me with all the hair. And then
a word.
I evolved to who I am now.
Yeah.
So. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's dope. Snapping.
I tried to tell her way before it started, and now it's too late to put in reverse. Wanna be a prime example, I'm guessing I should go first. I don't carry cups around me, I'm tired of dealing with thirst. If you had a chance to be here, I bet you feeling the worst. Lisah dope as fuck, but I'm still making time to rehearse. Yeah, when I kill them haters, somebody bringing the hearse. I done had enough of waiting, that's why I put in the work. Have a couple seats on the bitch, cause baby, you looking hurt. Hell yeah, I'm done talking to them. Treat them like they did me. Nah, I never knew them. Used to have a huge crush, now I never do them. Remind me of a bunch of flies, all I do is shoo them. It took a minute, now it's just a moving SWAT mode. You look at Lisah Monah looking like a centerfold. Shit's crazy, but I got a jacket for the cold. I tell it like it is, still with a heart of gold. For real. Can somebody tell her what time it is? We ain't been that silly since was little kids. You so only rapping now about my biz. You know who you fucking with. Talk about it, tell me about a long day. Still offended though I'm taking it the wrong way. Got me snapping like the motherfucking song say. Hella funny, but understand that we don't play. Recognize, you seeing queen teams on the rise. Yo, this the type of evolution should be televised. Every move I make, I do it for my little guys. I'm everything I say I am, this is no disguise. Haven't slept for days, yeah, I be up for hours. Just take a break to eat a little food and take a shower. To break my hubby off with some of that big power. Yeah, I be super tired, swaying like a leaning tower. And it's just what it is, a bit of sacrifice. I'm mad at me by making sure that we living nice. I see the world like a pie and I want to slice. Making moves while you bullshitting with your life, for real. Can somebody tell her what time it is? We ain't been that silly since was little kids. You so only rapping now about my biz. You know who you fucking with. Can somebody tell her what time it is? We ain't been that silly since was little kids. You so only rapping now about my biz. You know who you fucking with. Who you fucking with? You know who you fucking with. Who you fucking with?
Hey. Turn up.
Snapping.
That beat was banging.
Thank you. I was gonna sell that one at first, and real quick story about that joint. So there was another song that was going to be on the album, and when I got the master back, I was like, "This song sucks." I didn't like it. Like, it didn't come out. I said, somebody else gonna have to sing it and do it because I'm not doing this justice. And I had the snapping beat, and I wrote and recorded it and mixed it in one day. I probably did it in like 4 hours.
Word.
And then I sent it out that night and put it on the album.
Wow. That's like, you know, it's meant to be.
Man, I was gonna sell this beat. Let me use it.
Word.
Use it real quick, and it's just so crazy how quickly I did it. But I think I liked it so much. It was just like
Word.
Verses, you know, and just, you know, watch my little tutorial on how to mix.
Do you have a what is it, DAW? Do you have a DAW of choice? Like, what do you prefer making?
I use Ableton.
Word.
I used to. I was on Fruity Loops like years ago when I was learning how to do beats, and then but that didn't last very long. And then once I started to get irritated with producers and other people that you have to do business with in the music industry, I said, I'm gonna learn how to produce. I need to learn how to do this. So a friend of mine had the hookup on Ableton, and so I just started like watching tutorials on how to use it, and then they have stuff on their website, and here we are. Like, I've been doing production for like 3 years.
Nice.
Almost 3 years.
Nice. Sounds like you've been doing it for longer than that. Turn up.
Yeah.
Did you have any musical experience before that? Like, did you play any instruments?
I tried the drums, but I didn't really have access to it. So it was only like when I was in school. But other than that, no, everything is just kind of self-taught, seeing what sounds right. And I'm one of those people that, reads a lot and looks at a lot of stuff, and I just try to utilize what I've learned, basically.
What I find also an observation is that I really feel like you are enjoying the journey. Like, I'm saying, even like some of the side steps that might come about, you're like, oh, that's an obstacle. Well, let me just learn how that works. And then now you know how to do that now. And it's like you keep adding all these things to your arsenal as you move on. Like, do you feel like there's a specific destination? Like, is there a way, like, are you stand on top of a mountain? Like, now I made it. Like, is there
that's a hard question.
Yeah.
I think for me, it'll probably be when I don't have to go to work during the day anymore, because I still work, So in addition to all this, I have a full-time job. Luckily, I'm off during the summers, working in education, you have the summers off. But when I don't even need that anymore, that's how I know, okay. Because I don't know, there was a point in my life where I wanted that famous, like, just household name. And now I'm okay with, the independent part, just being indie, being a well-known indie artist, more so for production and things like that. And, I've gotten into sync licensing. So that's a very good income, very good income. So even if I can establish a name just in that field, I'll be okay.
Word.
So you'll know when I quit my job, we good. We good. That right now, that's supporting this. You know what I mean? When I'm doing that, I gotta go to work, buy my equipment and whatever else I need.
Yeah. I get it 100%. Erica said, do you have a creative process? She said, I always wonder, do you have beats in your head or rhymes that just pop up? Like, what do you have a process?
And I'm sorry, I keep calling you Kim.
No, that's her Twitch name, but I know her as Erica. Like,
okay. So Kim is not offensive either. Okay, cool. You know what? For me, sometimes it's a sound. I know I want to make music, and I'll go through my beats and sounds. And if I find a sound that I like, I'll just start building off of that. Sometimes it's a song that I have in my head. A lot of the times I can hear people already, what they're going to sound like, how I want them to sing it. And so I just kind of build around. It's almost like building around an acapella, but in your head. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So it goes either way. Either I have a direction and I'm building off of that direction. I hear in my head if someone's singing. It's usually R&B. I love R&B, you guys. Or it's, just going through my sounds. It's like, I want to make something with this sound. Or it's like, I need to make a West Coast beat. I'm in the mood for some West Coast music. So it just really depends on my mood.
Word.
Like last night, I've been in my head, I've been thinking, okay, I want to sample I Want to Sex You Up by Color Me Bad. So I said, let me do that. So that's kind of like where I started last night. So when you hear that beat, it's still on my IG right now. You can hear me kind of working on that song. I Want to Sex You Up to the TikTok, stop. I was like, I gotta do something with that.
Word.
So, and it came out so fire, y'all. So
hey.
I can't wait to hear it.
I'm like, I got a new single here.
Do you stream your process while you're working on it?
Not all the time. Last night I was in the mood,
Word.
I had my tree going, and I was like, let me let the folks know, because sometimes I feel like I should.
Yeah.
Be more personable. And like I said, I don't like videos and camera like that, but I was like, I need to do that sometimes and just let people know I'm here. It's not a robot, it's a person.
Word.
And, talk a little bit. Even though it wasn't very much talking going on, I did share, and I've done it once or twice before in the past, but I need to do it more. Is that what you want to do, DJ Unique?
I really want to get in the habit of doing it too, because once again, being in my bubble, it's hard to invite people in, because once you're in, now are you in here talking like, wait a minute, are you giving your opinion now? It's like, like, you know what I'm saying? So so I don't know. But I've been told by numerous people numerous times that is kind of the wave of what's happening right now. People like to see the process of how something is made. it's cool to get the finished product, but they really want to see the BTS of what's going on.
Yeah.
And so I want to be able to give it to them, but you know what I'm saying?
You can't give them too much, you know.
Can't give them too much.
Just a
like,
little bit.
Yeah.
You know, put a little bit of an appetizer, and then you'll get the whole meal once it's done.
Word. Oh,
I eat these fries with this bread right now. Chips and salsa.
One day I'll be open, but man, I just don't feel it. I'm sorry. What was this the one that was tied with snapping?
Oh, Can't Touch Me.
Can't Touch Me.
Yeah.
We got about 10 minutes left, so let's do Can't Touch Me before we get out of here. All right, introduce Can't Touch Me.
Yeah, I need you guys to tune in to Can't Touch Me. It's featuring my guy Deltron Black. Shout out to Deltron, man. I was like lost. I knew I wanted to use this beat, but I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. I said, Del, what do you think? Del laid down some vocals, and I was like, we're gonna go with that. So, you guys, ladies and gentlemen, Can't Touch Me.
Let's go.
I think it was about time that we get these motherfuckers with the anthem.
Lisah Monah, beat on her.
Let me see your hands up. Tryna compliment any man child. Ben pay the most attention. You focus on your income, then next your shit together anthem. Shit together anthem. Shit together anthem. Then next your shit together anthem. You about to go bankrupt. Spend a lot of time in handcuffs. You scared to pull your pants up. I hope you understand this, man. Get your shit together anthem.
Hey.
Shit together anthem. Shit together anthem, man. Get your shit together anthem. Wow. On your mark, set go. I own my art, set goes. Yeah, my last name is Jackson. I'm off the wall like geckos. You can tell I get green. I had to hustle 16. Right now I hustle 16. I had stuff to get clean. Yeah, I rock my own shows. Hell yeah, I write my own raps. Hell yeah, I rock my own clothes. Hell yeah, I rock my own hats. Look, vegetarian, I hit another beat. Hit it once, she gon' fall in love with me. Get the fuck away from me, get ugly. Not pork chops, don't smother me. Real nigga, but it in my eulogy. When I'm in the building, they say, who is he? I can pull your trick out of my jewelry. Bitch, I'm black, no coonery. Tell them that they nothing to do with me. If you broke, then that nothing to do with me. If we not talking about chillin', homie, don't think that you cool with me. Been on the side since I died. I don't go around, bitch, about mine. While you relax, I'm about time. I'ma clean them out, no peroxide. BL, cool ass. So what? Hate me. Fuck you. Hate me.
Can't touch me, MC, I'm a bitch. I be stacking chips till the nigga hella rich. Can't touch me, MC, I'm a bitch. Fresh up out your bag to the cheddar, never quit. Can't touch me, MC, I'm a bitch. I be stacking chips till the nigga hella rich. Can't touch me, MC, I'm a bitch. Fresh up out your bag to the cheddar, never quit. Time flying by, no slow-mo. Trying to catch a moment with a photo. No, but thanking God for the GoPro. Do the videos, no chokeholds. Shady ass shit with the dope clothes. Don't apologize cause you exposed. History to show where the blame go. Now we marching down the block like a kinfolk. Ain't that a shame? After many years of beta for the same thing. Say we thugs, but who really with the gang bang? Cause you got a bash, murder ain't the same thing. Shit, I see a different picture but the same frame. Can't forget about the past so we say names. Trying to live a good life, don't stay vain. We just get a little bread, don't buy change. Need to get a franchise, a supply chain. Generational wealth is a main game. Hard to see when you have to fight for everything. No, we don't have it all, but we maintain. Look, all that bullshit, nothing new to me. There's nothing else you can do to me. Until we get treated equally. All life's what? Don't talk to me stupidly.
Can't touch me, MC, I'm a bitch. I be stacking chips to the thing I'm hella rich. Can't touch me, MC, I'm a bitch. Fresh up out your bag till the jitter ever quit. Can't touch me, MC, I'm a bitch. I be stacking chips to the thing I'm hella rich. Can't touch me, MC, I'm a bitch. Fresh up out your bag till the jitter ever quit.
Hey.
touch me. Fresh up out your game, shoulda, never quit.
Woo, again. I thoroughly enjoyed your album, Lisah Monah. Had it at the gym with me a few times. Definitely a good gym album.
Yes. Thank you, Erica. Yeah, that's that song right there, man. That was fun to perform. I performed it for the first time at the Ambassador Liquor show last weekend.
Oh, nice.
That was fun.
Word.
I love performing with Deltron. He's an amazing artist. His stage presence is like you know how you run into someone that you're right there what you are, like you hardly ever see someone you be like, oh, they're good too, oh, they're really good, you know. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard, you know, like you're independent, not everybody has that caliber.
Word.
Deltron's one of those guys.
Nice.
I could just watch him, you know what I mean.
That's dope.
You guys will like him.
All right, we'll be looking out for Deltron Black. Turn up. I got a homie named Danny Brasco that as soon as I met Danny Brasco, I was like, who's this dude? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So I love making music with Danny Brasco. Like,
yes.
He never fails with the bars. Like, I'd be like, bro. he'd be coming with it. Turn up. All right. So
thank you, Dre.
Absolute pleasure having you with us this morning. Thank you again so much for doing the Unique and Cheese Show.
Man, thank you for having me.
Is anything you want to leave the people with before we get out of here this morning?
I just want to ask everyone to just take the time out to visit my website. Again, it's lisahmonah.com. I have a lot of music. There's a huge catalog there, all of my pictures. If there's any artists out there who are working on a single or an album, I have beats for sale on my website as well. All of my merch is on the site. And then from the site, you can branch off to the streaming platforms that you listen to your music to. But definitely tap in with me. I actually put a lot of thought into what I say and do. So it's not just some bullshit being put out there. And I think that you would like it. And if you do, share it and tell other people, because word of mouth is the best method for us, you know. 100%. Somebody has to be telling you, like a lot of us will see a commercial, but if somebody tell you, oh, I saw that movie, you got to go see it, you'll probably do it.
Word.
You know? So same thing with music. Have you heard this song? Just like you mentioned everyone else, you hear something of mine that you like, do the same for me.
Word.
Absolutely.
Because I'll tell you, the most famous unknown is an incredible album. So that's from my mouth telling y'all word of mouth. I'm telling y'all word of mouth.
Thank you.
It's a go to lisahmonah.com, download it, and then bump it all weekend long. Turn up.
Yes. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
And Cheese, you were so quiet. I'm gonna have to come and visit you or something. I don't know where you live,
but shut up, Quay.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Leave me alone. Quay over talks.
No, I don't. I try to give him the platform all the time, but he don't ever. He gets quiet when we get guests.
Me, okay.
He gets quiet like when we have guests.
I don't. Y'all be vibing, so I'm just there. I'm like, I'm enjoying. I don't want to butt in. You know, I don't want to.
It's not butting in. This is the Unique and Cheese Show.
But what I'm saying is, I want it to be organic. I don't want to just be trying to say something that, you know what I mean. Like it's perfect. Trust me.
Okay. Well, just know I don't eat burgers without cheese.
Turn up.
Cheese is very important on a lot of things. So just let you know you're important, Cheese.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You got it.
You don't do that for me.
You important, and then we log off, and then you're not
well, I thank you, Mona. You are absolutely a joy to listen to, and congratulations again on your graduation and all the other things that you got coming. You know.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that, you guys.
Even when I saw on your bio, you was like rapper, songwriter, producer. I was like, where's mama, wife, educator? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got so many
there right now.
Hell yeah, you got dot. So
you
much.
Right. You right, brother.
So much. Yeah.
Anyway, right,
so thank you so much, Lisah Monah, again for joining us. Everybody, please go to lisahmonah.com and please support.
Hey, real quick too. I'm sorry. I like how she always throwing her husband in there too.
Heck
like
yeah.
her music, like she'd throw a little something. I'd be like, hell yeah. That's dope though. I think that's
my best friend.
Beautiful. Absolutely.
Yeah. You got that. And Erica, yes, bang it.
Right.
Share what your son is. I don't know how old your son is, but it's a little explicit, some of the material, but you know.
She can explain it to him like, honey, let me tell you what a pussy is. No, I'm just kidding.
Stupid.
You stupid. Cheese, you want to say anything before we get out of here, Cheese?
Love, peace, and happiness.
Word. Also, thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Unique and Cheese Show. Please share. We see you next Friday morning. Once again, thank you so much to Lisah Monah. Be sure to follow her on all her social media. Go to lisahmonah.com and support this artist.
And Lisah Monah official.
Lisah Monah official on the IGs. So y'all know what to do. Get out there and do it. Now, everybody have an amazing weekend, and then we will see you guys next Friday for the Unique and Cheese Show.
Peace.